And here we are back for game 2. Hopefully this goes a little bit better and we can recover, maybe get a 3-1 finish. In these 4-round draft matchups, 3-1 always feels like a good outcome. So I don't like losing the first game, but it doesn't bother me that much. So I would definitely want to level the Night Gaunt. And then it's a choice again between the Bright Tusk Sower and the Crusher. I think I'm going to do the Sower again, although that obviously did not work out well for me last time. Okay, with Night Gaunt and Sower as my opening play, obviously I was hoping for a Spirit Leash so that I could Spirit Leash onto the Night Gaunt from a Seedling. But again, I'm happy to wait and try to Spirit Link my Night Gaunt 2. Hopefully this time I can draw my Night Gaunt 2. He didn't come through for me last game. Need to deal with that Glider, although he's willing to trade the Glider for the Night Gaunt, and I think... And the Nexus Tech screws up that trade. Haha. Well, not much I can do about that. I'll play the Charnel Titan to kill the Nexus Tech, and then he gets a favorable trade off of his Glider, which I guess he's entitled to. Nothing I can do to save the Night Gaunt. So, I think I'm going to empty Lane of Darkheart and just take the damage. Deal with his Glider in the future once the armor has left. Also, now that I know he's playing Nexus Tech, I will have to play smart in the middle lane and prevent him from getting that much value in the future. Botanamates. Oh, that's a good Botanamate. The Botanamate's actually annoying when I'm leveling Night Gaunt because Botanamate is one of the few cards in his deck that can effectively deal with a Night Gaunt. So we're going to Gloom Fiend his Basher. Then I'm going to run combat and play the Raptor after combat. Raptor's a good card to level up, and after the armor wears off, then that can get it. I can spend him to get the rest of the Glider off the board. Here I'm looking to play the Zithian Crusher. Could conceivably Spirit Leash, although probably I'm going to Glutton. He plays Apocrymancer. And again, Apocrymancer, a card that he would rather have gotten earlier in the player rank instead of getting it on turn 1.4. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get much value from the Apocrymancer special ability. I could Spirit Leash the Seedling to kill his Battle Droid. Let's see, we're definitely going to do Crusher. Yeah, we could Spirit Leash the Seedling. What is that? Actually, what are my options? So I can spend a Glutton. Spending a Glutton on his Battle Droid is not a particularly strong play for me here because I lose the Wanderer, I lose the Glutton, he loses the Battle Droid. That comes out pretty much in his favor. I'd probably rather level the Glutton than level the Spirit Leash. Because level 1 Spirit Leash doesn't gain that much going from level 1 to level 2. But I think... yeah, so I'm going to... leveling the Glutton because I think leveling the Glutton is just plain useful. And so, even though it gives me a worse board position, I think it sets me up better going forward. Obviously, if he happens to draw his Nexus Tech on turn 2.1, then then he at least has to overwrite his Apocrymancer, which is... So... in general, I'm happy to see him play cards into the middle lane, because it makes, whenever he has to play a non-Nexus Tech card into the middle lane, it makes it harder for him to use his Nexus Tech 2, or indeed his Glider 2. Let's see, so... I think Sower is a good play here, and probably Sower and Shambler. Yeah, let's run combat there, and I'll just take the 5 damage and open lane a Shambler. Get some pressure on him. This is a situation where I draw both the Spirit Leash and the Glutton. I'd rather have Spirit Leash 1 and Glutton 2 than Glutton 1 and Spirit Leash 2, which is the result of the leveling decision I made earlier on. Maybe I would have had a bit stronger board position had I leveled the Spirit Leash early, but I think Spirit Leashing onto this Glutton is quite tempting. I've got the little seedling in play. Or do I? Actually, I'm going to Spirit Leash onto the Shambler. Because that gives me... 2 high attack creatures. Yes, he can get the Glutton off the board easily, but that he's going to have to spend instead of this Shambler turning into a 3/3, this Shambler is now something that he's going to have to spend serious resources to deal with. There's a Night Gaunt, excellent, and a Deep Moss Raptor. This is a good draw. That was a very lucky hunting pack for him. Interesting. So I haven't seen his Botanimate yet. The safe play is to use bring out the Raptor and the Night Gaunt. Although the Raptor holds its value nicely going into player rank 3, and the Spirit Leash Night Gaunt, if he doesn't draw the Botanimate, the Spirit Leash Night Gaunt is going to cause him problems. So he's probably got a 1 in 3 chance of drawing his Botanimate. Yeah, I'm not going to give him the great target for the Botanimate. I'm playing around the Botanimate here. Leveling the Raptor is not a bad move. Going from 13-13 to 16-16 isn't a huge jump, but it's useful. And this is just a strong board position, and I now don't have to fear his Botanimate. I'm not sure whether or not playing around the Botanimate was correct there, or if I would have Spirit Leashed the Night Gaunt, I would have had a great board in all cases except where he drew the Botanimate. Here I'll Grove Huntress the Night Gaunt almost surely, which is the 9/11 is still he has let's see, so he's rank 3. So I mean 9/11, I don't believe he has any level 2 creatures that can do 11 damage. So he'll have to spend a level 3 creature in this lane to deal with my Night Gaunt. Let us Gloom Fiend kills Hunting Pack, and Grove Huntress the Night Gaunt. And this is quite a strong board position. I think I'm quite happy here. Spirit Leashing 2 onto the Darkheart Wanderer is going to be strong this coming turn. I think that's probably my play. Hopefully he gets unlucky with the Hunting Pack. Yes, he got unlucky with his Hunting Pack. Well, the previous Hunting Pack procced 3 for him, so he can't complain too much. But yeah, I think I'm gonna Actually, this is a tough question. He still has the Botanimate 2 in his deck. And I have a lot of good plays here. Yeah, I'm just going to fill the lanes. I think it's, again, playing around the Botanimate. Maybe he only has one Botanimate. I might be playing around it too much, but I think just keeping constant pressure on him is not something I'm going to regret. And here's my Night Gaunt 3, which the Night Gaunt 3 very well may be what wins it for me. Yeah. So... can't get an activation on my Titan. I'm just going to replace the Sower because it doesn't really matter. And then we will Night Gaunt over the Grove Huntress. And this should be a win for me. I don't think he has good outs here. I'm going to Feral Instinct, probably the Night Gaunt, play out my Glutton, and I think he's just in bad shape. No, he's able to get my Night Gaunt off the board with 2 cards. This is a reminder of why Heavy Artillery is a much better card in Draft than it is in Constructed. That being said, here I can just play Strong Creatures, and because he had to waste 2 whole plays to get my Night Gaunt off the board, yeah, this is just a dominant position. I think I've got this. So, this is 1-1 so far. Doing better with the Night Gaunt strategy than I did with the Nuada strategy in the first game. Actually, hardly drew Nuada at all, but that's the way these draft games play out. It's certainly draft decks win a lot more often if you have multiple paths to victory that aren't reliant on just 1 or 2 cards. So, this is Game 2. Hope you'll join me back shortly for Game 3.